Hi there guys, and welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be doing my top 5 Doctor Who novels that I have in my collection. Like I said in my previous book collection video, I haven't read all the ones that I've got, so this is just going to be from the ones that I have read. I've read more than 5, I've read quite a lot to be honest. There's quite a bit more I need to read until I've completed all the ones that I've got and read all the ones that I've got. So yeah, I've got 5 here that they're books which I completely love, and I would happily read them again at some point in the near future. Probably not for a while, but yeah, they're definitely ones that I would definitely read again because they're just so great and fantastic. So let's begin the video with number 5. I have done a video like this before, but this is like an updated edition because I've read quite a lot since then. So yeah, let's kick things off, and this is quite a recent read. I read this a couple of weeks ago on holiday, and it didn't take me that long to read, and it's Human Nature. This is the original print, and they have re-released it. I got this before they announced they were going to do the history collection, so I was quite annoyed that they decided to re-release this one because it means I've already got it, and I probably won't get the history collection one because it's just getting the same book twice. But yeah, fantastic book. Really enjoyed this. If you're a fan of the television story and you want to see the original version, there's quite a big difference in terms of what the television story was like and what the book version's like, but I can see why they wanted to adapt this because it's such a great, really fantastic book. Because I loved it so much, it didn't take me that long to read at all. So yeah, I'll probably do a review of this at some point, giving you like the differences between this and the television version. So yeah, highly recommended. Go out and buy the history collection edition of this, or if you want to buy the original print, then do what you want. But all I can say is go out and buy this book because it's absolutely fantastic. Next up, we have a Target novelisation, quite a rare one at that. I've reviewed this on my channel if you want to see an in-depth review, and that novelisation is A Power of the Daleks. I think this might have been in my previous top 5 video, but great novelisation, really good. I got this quite cheaply, luckily, because it is quite a sought after Target novel, because obviously it's a novelisation of a missing story, and Power of the Daleks is a very popular Doctor Who story, and there's rumours going around at the moment about there being a possible animation, which I hope there is, but that's a video for another day. But yeah, great book, really enjoyed this. John Peel is a great Dalek author, and yeah, I really enjoyed it, and if you're a fan of Power of the Daleks, then I highly recommend you go and just try and have a really good search on eBay or whatever, and just see if you can pick up this book because it's so enjoyable. Didn't take me that long to read either because it's quite thin and it is quite hard to get hold of. But if you do ever come across it fairly cheaply, then all I can say is go and buy it because it's well worth your money. Next up, we have a book which is part of the 50th anniversary collection, and this is at number 3. And this is Last of the Gadarene, written by Mark Gatiss. He's written a lot of Doctor Who books, some of them quite good. I think a lot of his books are pretty good, to be honest. Just a shame that his television episodes aren't as good. Yeah, this is the first of the 50th collection that I got, and I really enjoyed it. The reason why I got it first was because John Pertwee is my favourite Doctor, and it's got your typical unit setting. It's just a really great book, and I have reviewed this as well, so if you want to see my thoughts on it, then go and watch that video. But yeah, fantastic book, and if you haven't read this, then I really recommend you go and read it because it doesn't take me that long to read, and it's just a really typical John Pertwee setting, and I love that, and I think it's such a fantastic book. So yeah, that's the Gathering, really good stuff. At number 2, we have a new series novel, the only new series novel to feature in this book, because some of them aren't great, to be honest, but there are you occasionally get the odd good one also. This is Prisoner of the Daleks by Trevor Baxendale. I know a lot of people like this book, and it doesn't disappoint at all. Probably the best 10th Doctor book going, I think. I think a lot of fans will agree with that. Really, really good book this. The Doctor's on a ship with bounty hunters, and they have to try and get a load of Dalek eye stalks. You can still pick this up fairly cheaply, it's not one of those rare Doctor Who books, but I reckon in maybe the next 10 years or whatever it might become a rarity. But yeah, great book. I got this when it first came out, and it took me like a couple of years for me to actually get around to reading it. And when I did finish reading it, which didn't take me very long, it didn't disappoint. It was fantastic, and I thought, this guy knows how to write the Daleks. He did a great job with the characterisation. Just a really enjoyable Doctor Who book, and it's one of the last 10th Doctor ones as well. So if David Tennant's your favourite Doctor, then I would recommend you go out and pick this book up, especially if you're a Dalek fan, because they haven't done many Dalek novels for the Doctor Who books. But yeah, this is a classic, instant gem, and I would highly recommend you go and pick this one up. So that leaves one last book, and this is part of the Monster collection, and that was released sometime after the 50th collection, or it might have been a year later. And it's the Sontaran book, and it is Shakedown. This is my favourite Doctor Who book at the moment. I haven't read any that has topped it. It was written by Terrance Dicks, who's quite a highly regarded Doctor Who author. Fantastic, just absolutely great. I got this last year, and I read it sometime last year during the summer, and it didn't disappoint. It's the adaptation of the BVS. I think that's what it was called, or the little spin-offs they did for video back in the Wilderness years, and because they couldn't get the character rights for the Doctor, they asked Terrance Dicks to write a book about Shakedown, or just a book adaptation of Shakedown, which actually featured the Doctor and Bernie Summerfield. And it's a fantastic book, my favourite Doctor Who book. I love the Sontarans, they're one of my favourite villains, and Terrance Dicks did a great job of writing them. And this is the only Monster collection book I have. I really hope to collect more, but I'm not sure which ones to get. I've got Prisoner of the Daleks in its original form, so I may try and collect some of the others, but yeah, absolutely fantastic book. If you're a fan of Terrance Dicks, if you're a fan of the 7th Doctor and Bernice, if you're a fan of the Sontarans, then I think this is probably the best Doctor Who book, personally, ever. I think it's fantastic, but there are a lot of more Doctor Who books I need to read, but from what I have read, this is probably the best, and this was actually a Virgin New Adventure, so that means I've read 2 Virgin New Adventures now. Still a hell of a lot more to read, but if you come across this, then I highly recommend you go and pick that up. So yeah, that's my top 5 Doctor Who books. I'll try and get them on screen. There we go, that's all of them there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Comment down below and tell me what your top 5 Doctor Who books are. And yeah, I shall see you next time. Try to get the words out there. I'm not sure what my next video is going to be. It may be a review of Human Nature, like a comparison video. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time.